Google Tools by Jamie Corker. Google Docs. Google Docs is an essential tool for every classroom. Teachers and students are able to edit documents at the same time while seeing each other's changes immediately. So if you have a Google account, you can share your document with someone else and they can help edit that document. If you are writing a paper for literacy, then you, your peer, and your teacher are all able to edit that document, and you'll see those changes immediately and where you might need to make changes. This is an example of a Google Doc, and you'll notice in the right hand upper corner there is a share button. It's blue. That's where you would add the email address of the person you would want to share this with. It basically works the same as Microsoft Word, other than it has that feature, and you'll also be able to see the comments and the editing that your person that you sent it to has done to your document. Here are 3 ways to use Google Docs in your classroom. Collaborative writing allows teachers and students to edit documents simultaneously. This allows quick feedback from teachers and peers. It also enables the students to hand in their work in a quicker time frame. This would be a very good tool to use in literacy. Collaborative brainstorming. Digital brainstorming sessions provide all students with an opportunity to contribute and remain anonymous if allowed. So this particular way could be used in any classroom. It could be that social studies, you're working on a group project. This would enable each student to give their point of view or the facts that they found, and then they use that as a group project material. The virtual copy machine is basically a copier that is online that has forms already ready to use, and they're available for public use, and they're free. They are for teachers and students. It just cuts down on paper and finding resources for your classroom. Google Forms. Google Forms can be used to quickly create an online survey. The responses can then be collected and placed on an online spreadsheet. Students and teachers will be able to view the responses from their peers, and you could utilize something like this in a social studies classroom, maybe to vote for a class president. This is an example of Google Forms. You can see in the upper right hand corner there's an option to send. That's where you would send the notification or the form to be completed by your students. There's questions, responses. The number out to the right of responses is how many have responded to your form. Down here at the bottom you have your email address and different criteria that you may require. It's just a really neat tool to use in your classroom for various things. I have listed 3 ways to use Google Forms in your classroom. There are numerous other ways, but these are just 3 that I feel I probably will use in my own classroom. Opinion surveys allows you to learn more about your students and parents. They're quick, easy, and you can also keep it anonymous. Sign-up sheets. If you are having a class party or need someone to work in the concession stand or do after-school work, this is a quick and easy way to allow your students to volunteer for such. Sign-out sheets. The sign-out sheets can be used to evaluate your own teaching and maybe give you some type of feedback from your students as to how you might change the way you teach. Maybe there are some modifications you need to make in your everyday routine so that you better suit your students. Google Sheets. Google Sheets is a free web-based program for creating and editing spreadsheets. Google Sheets Docs, and Slides are all part of what Google refers to as Google Drive. Google Sheets are often compared to Microsoft Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, which are each individual parts of Microsoft Office. As an example of how to use Google Sheets in your classroom, we currently use Google Sheets to organize our bus routes with student information and telephone numbers. Our bus drivers are allowed to have a copy of this on their bus in case of an emergency. We're able to edit it and change bus routes as needed, so it enables us to not have to print multiple things. They can just log onto their account and see the information if they need it. This is just an example of what a Google Sheet looks like. You will again see that in the right hand corner there is a share button and comment button. Those two items you will use every time you log into this, and then again it automatically saves your changes. 3 ways to use Google Sheets in your classroom. Gradebook. Using Google Sheets as a gradebook is a quick and easy way to access your classroom grades on the go. This is something I plan on using in my classroom. I think that I will be able to do more work at home when I'm out of the classroom, look at things, evaluate things a little more clearly, and I won't have to save it on a zip drive. I can just save it in my Google and log on and be able to access it. Explore and share graphs. So if you have a project in social studies, say the population of each state in the United States, your students will be able to gather that information and then create a graph based on that input of the data. Templates. There are endless array of free templates on Google Sheets. Anything you can imagine. Gradebooks, attendance sheets, schedules, and much more are easy to use, edit, and they're free. Google Slides. Google Slides is an online presentation app that allows you to show your work in a visual way. Google Slides is very similar to PowerPoint. Again, it can be edited by multiple people. Google Slides, the Google app solution to PowerPoint, opens this classroom staple up to vast possibilities. With real-time collaboration, connection to other Google apps, and the ability to embed presentations in websites, students can do so much more than make a PowerPoint. With Google Slides, there are many different things that you can add on. There's numerous possibilities for Google Slides. I have included an example of what Google Slides looks like. Now, to me, it appears to be the same as PowerPoint. However, there are other features about Google Slides that PowerPoint doesn't have, such as the share button or comment button. Again, you can edit documents and pass them back and forth to get a finished product. 3 simple ways to use Google Slides in your classroom. Shared presentations. Students are able to produce group presentations with Google Slides. They can edit each other's slides, add pictures or comments, and then present to the class as a group project. Screencast videos. With Google Slides, students are able to create screencast videos. There are many online tools such as Snagit where students are required to download an extension and an app to make it fully functional. However, students love apps. They love technology and they would be more than willing to do so. Virtual tours with Google Earth. Google Earth is one tool that can take your classroom anywhere. Students are able to see the world from street view or outer space view. It's pretty easy to use. Just input a place and click search. Probably one of my most favorite features of the Google tools is Google Drive. Google Drive allows you to store your files securely and open or edit them from any device you have, whether it be an iPad, a Google Chromebook, your phone, or just a basic laptop. You can upload files from your computer, pictures, and create files in Google Drive. I know personally I have a Google Drive set up for pictures for yearbook. So anything that I take on my phone, I can send to my Google Drive in its own folder and have for a later date to utilize for yearbook. I can also share that with a coworker that is working on the project with me. So I really like the Google Drive and all the features that it entails. This is just a picture of what Google Drive looks like. As you can look and see on the left, there is a new button and you can make a folder, you can upload material, you can create different folders for different projects. I really like this feature. I think it's great. I think it's great for students because this can go home with them and they can pull up the material and work on it at home. Here are 5 reasons why you should use Google Drive in your classroom. One of the greatest benefits to using Google Drive in your classroom is that it's free. It saves money and offers a wide array of tools that each student and teacher can use in class. It works on all platforms. So Google Drive is web-based. You can use it on your iPhone, your iPad, your MacBook, basic laptop. All of the work transfers with you to whatever device you're using. You can even, pull it up on your phone. If you're out at a ball game and need to look something up, you can just log on and see your work. It's perfect for collaboration between coworkers, between student and teachers, or peers. They can work on group projects, save the material, have it for a later date. Students simply must share their document to allow others to edit. One of the key things is you must have a Google account in order to do so. It's paperless, so everything can be done online, which in the long run saves money and time. You don't have to have multiple copies of anything. All the work from beginning to end can be done online. It saves automatically. Google saves your work every half second. So if the power goes off or your computer shuts off unexpectedly, your documents are safe. There are so many great things about Google Tools, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you don't already have a classroom, or maybe you don't have Google in your classroom, I hope you research it and try to implement it into your lesson, because Google Tools is the way to go. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.